got ourselves team 1 together with On How. We got ourselves Serbian, Sebus, Iskra, and Cries. We got ourselves K Laney. Why am I having a hard time with your name? Or for the team 2, we got Garber coming back as a Fury Warrior. God, look at that, man. Oh my goodness, not Biz Pain, as well as Var, and it looks like Garber itching to go first, potentially? Serbian gonna try to see if he can set up a couple of these feathers. Maybe give him some mobility. Try to go for big eruptions into the stun reflect. Oh my God, but actually perfectly lined up. Serbian maybe a little bit of trouble though. Guy going in for a disperse, trying to see if he can escape the spear, but he can't quite do it. And looks like even through the disperse, the man is still dying. I don't know if he's got a healing disperse. That or Garbage just absolutely blasting out damage. Big PI, Shadow Crash, into the execute. Garbage does end up taking them down. Oh my goodness, got him some defensive stance. As Iskra going to be opening up on him. Going to be a Gorilla getting shot right after. Big damage. Iskra got himself a Kyrian setup. Garbage trying to go for a big charge. Does run through the smoke. And trying to see if he can catch up to Iskra. Does he do enough damage? Iskra did burn a chicken really early though. Garba does get himself Reckless Abandon. I don't know if he's running like better Recklesses or whatnot, but he's trying to be a little bit more conservative with cooldowns, not burning very quickly. Dots are just going to be ticking down. Is Iskra trying to see if he can escape the warrior, but he's slowed down. Garba is still able to get a couple of hits here and there. Trying to see if he can leap around with Iskra. Looks like it's not going to happen. May have to burn a human racial for the next go by the rogue. As Garber not really looking all that healthy right now, unless he got second wind. If he got second wind, he may be in a good spot. Get a shot, does have human racial, fear into Iskra, no way for him to stop it. And Garbage is trying to go for a couple of bloodthirsts here and there, stun with big damage onto Iskra. As he got that evasion, he's going to be able to sit down himself for a little bit longer. As Garbage finally able to recover a little bit of health, but while he got the evasion, it's going to be a lot harder for Garbage to really lock the rogue down and get a lot of healing off of him. But he's still able to get a little bit of healing. I think a battle master could just now get a shot by Iskra. Is that enough though? Dots on the Garbage, just letting those dots melt him down. Quick and Venom right after. Oh, got quite a bit of damn with. Var gonna be up next. Big damage on Iskra. Bleeds on him. Trying to see if he can vanish out, but still taking down profusely and still melting right now. The dots are still on him. That big war is still putting pressure on the guy. As Var trying to see if he can catch up to him. As an arms warrior, got himself a little bit of that whirlwind. But looks like Iskra is going to be able to get out of this scot-free as Var trying to see if he can find and pick it up the eye very, very quickly. Iskra is going to go for a quick Warlock house and buy the Sebus or Cries. And try to see if he can use that in order to turn the duel around versus Var. As he gets himself another reset. Trying to go for a stab, but the Blazer is going to get him out the open. Does Var have a stun potentially? Going to be a kidney shot at the ready for Iskra, but before he can do it, there goes the Stormbolt. Iskra could potentially turn around. Does he go for the big damage versus Var? Is that going to be a big go? Deathmark, everything is going to use right now. Trying to see if he can walk away. Var is going to be ticking out profusely. Is going to have to go for healing off of the rogue. Trying to see if he can use that fear and try to hold the rogue in place for a little bit longer. Got that maneuverability in order to escape. Var, I think, maybe using a battle master in order to give him a little bit more extra help to work with, but the dots are rotting the boy down little by little. Gouge to follow him. The dots are still on him. Iskra trying to see if he can escape. Another kidney shot. Is he just going to bleed out this warriors? Trying to see if he can puncture through that plate armor and just put some bleeds onto these warriors and whittle them down over time. Parry up for Var. That's what Iskra trying to avoid going for parries. Big damage available for Var. Got himself the battle stance. That's going to give him a little bit more crit to work with. Less damage reduction with that defensive stance. Maybe some bleeds on Iskra. Does he go down? Does go down. That is so rough. But swapping out of the battle stance, I think is going to be very, very important for warriors. Defense stance, definitely good. But then you're increasing your damage. You're no longer reducing the damage by 20%, rather increasing it as soon as you do. Var is going to go for a little bit of that War Breaker, trying to see if maybe you can get some damage versus Sebus, but Sebus with that full Demodog build, sending out the pets, letting them blast out the warrior as he is super low. Gonna be Sebus trying to go for a stun opener. As the second Felguard does get summoned up, doubles Felguard spinning like Beyblades. Going to be Demon Dog charging in with a Mortal Coils and set in. Acid got himself a defensive of Shield of Vengeance. Going to be a full Tyrant. K may just have to think about Bubble. That'll line his side, trying to see if he can cover away from the Tyrant. It's going to get another stunned up by one of the Felguards. It's going to go for an AoE stun on the pets. Maybe looking at that Bubble as the Demonology Warlock just pushing in, putting in pressure. Going to be some big damage back into Sebus. Skany is going to push in with some wings damage. This is going to be a port for Sebus, trying to use that mobility from the port in order to escape him. K does lock him down and stun for a second. Demon Dog is not going to go for a big bite. I think it may be over. K trying to see if he can recover here. Does he have survivability for this? It's going to be going down. That is super unfortunate. Spain going to try to see if he can play the Demonology versus Demo. Try to see if he can counteract Sebus. Going to be Demon Dog is sent in as like exchanging the pets. Whose pets are going to be stronger? Sebus is playing for the better Felguard, but it's going to be big Demon Dog bite onto Sebus with a Stun Raptor, also playing for a better Felguard. So they're very similar. I think maybe different just PvP talents on their own. Shadow Fury around the corner. Sebus not looking all that good. Bane trying to see if he can put pressure on Sebus, trying to give him a less opportunity to get some healing. And it's just trying to put a pressure. Mordecai getting sent in. Does Pain have Demonology to follow? Potentially has Demonology there. There you go. Mordecai sent in onto Seabus. Does go for a quick lockdown onto that Warlock. Gonna be another bite of the Demonology. Those dogs can do quite a bit in terms of bites. That's gonna be more Demon Bolts. I think it's over. Pain does end up taking over. How are we getting blasted out? Oh my goodness, the Demonology Warlock. It is absolutely wrecking him. Trying to see if he can come back in. Fighting right through a death pack, able to almost break right through it. Demon Dog is getting sent out, but he's sending out Demon Doggers on the pet instead. Trying to see if he can trade it. That pet may just die through the Demon Doggers. That fox is just like Fox and the Hound, but rather a bunch of vicious hounds instead. Gonna be Mordecai sent in with hand to go downs on how could be in big trouble. Let's see everything. Oh, again, not using a Tyrant. Do you even run a Tyrant? Do you even have a Tyrant? It still says you have a Tyrant as a cooldown, but you just never use it. Your demons just baseline do a ton more damage. Oh my goodness, Christ, looks like his last one left. Over for the team one at a pretty higher dampening. Pain, I don't really know how much you can survive with it, but if you can somehow squeak out a win at the end here, that'd be fantastic. Pain trying to see if he can waddle towards Cries is going to be enamored by the second set. Interrupted Cries as he goes in for fire damage. Going to be a full Tyrant or full Felguard ramped up. Cries trying to see if he can set up two big cannibals of Pain is going to clash down on him. It's actually going to do quite a bit of damage. Pain trying to see if he can push in. Got himself a wall. Hand to go down. Cries is going to back up out of there. He goes in, tickle the boys for a little bit and get out of there as the Felguard is going to go behind the pillar. Pain trying to see if he can charge out Mordecai or Cries as I think he was trying to go for a port of his own, but also goes for Mordecai. Fear onto the main Tyrant pad. So Pain does play a Tyrant. He just hasn't didn't use one at all. And that second BC is going to stop him, Blazeman. That second BCC is kind of rough. Going to be Fellord locking him down for a second. Interrupt him for a moment. Demon Dog is charging out. Christ could be in a bad spot unless he makes a play right now. Try to see if he can summon up a Infernal around the corner, but doesn't really get that many stuns. Going to be a reflect onto Christ. Pain sending out Demon Doggers. Christ could be in a bad spot. Does go for a port Shadow Fear around the corner. Yeah, Pain does get hit with a stun. So does the main pet, as the main pet is empowered. Trying to see if he can send out those Demon Doggers over versus Christ. It looks like actually Christ does end up killing Pain. I think that might have been a battle match trick that ran out, and eventually that the dot from immolation as well as the Infernal does end up burning him down. That was weird because it just felt like he was fine dead. That might have been battle match trick. But the bleeds are going out, whereas Quiet's got himself a wall together with a dark pack. Mordecai immediately onto an abyss as he did swap out to the pet to go for an interrupt. May need that succubus again. Now bitch is using Cloak of Shadows to see if he can stay on Cries. As Cries goes in for a big board, gonna be advantage on the road. Does he have himself a proper go? Is it gonna be a Garrote to follow? And I think maybe down for the count? Does it take him out? Cries, oh my god. I felt like for the longest time, like maybe the man is gonna recover, maybe there's gonna be a Mordecai right there. Because honestly at this point I'm rare for it. Pain does get 2 out of this one, so does Sebas, dude. The Demonology Warlocks. I'm popping off. I was actually really close between him and Cries, man. That could be anyone's game. I feel like one crit, one ability working properly, just using Mordecai's 1 second, like millisecond side than the other guy.